Hey, thanks, David. Are you 40? Well, if I was 40, David, that would make me half your age. No, I'm 36. Also, guys, earnings season is starting, so there's gonna be a lot of episodic pivots this earnings season, I think. There's a lot of stocks that have been gone down and sideways for years. Yeah, and we haven't really had a great earnings season when it comes to EPs for like a year and a half. There's been a few select ones, mostly like small caps and micro caps. But when it comes to like mid and large caps, it hasn't been. We haven't had a good earnings season in easily a year and a half. But that's going to be different this time, I think. A lot of stocks that have been basing for a long time. Well, there have been a lot of good earnings reports, but it's the reaction to the reports that's important. Like, a good report won't help you if the stock goes down, right? And a mediocre report, as long as it's a surprise, that can make a big move. It's not about good or bad, it's about better or worse than feared. And right now, we're slowly starting to see buy the dip is starting to work again. Stocks are reacting well to bad news, like Wayfair, right? They announced 10% layoffs. Stock went up 50% in a few days. And then next week and the week after, that's where we start seeing more mid and small caps reporting. That's where your edge is, guys. That's where your edge is. Guys, did you see the buyback news on Chevron? They announced a $75 billion buyback. Like, how many companies even have a 75 billion market cap? They were announcing a 75 billion buyback. That's insane. I don't like the Qs getting rejected off the 200 day. On the other hand, Spice and Russell are above it. Vips flag. I think it needs more sideways. It's been pretty explosive though. Yeah, I think it needs to go sideways a bit more, but it kind of looks good. TME is similar. IQ. No, it's just gapping and crapping together with all the other China names. Everyone needs to follow the rules, otherwise it's gonna be a clown show real quick. I run a tight ship, guys. Or actually, my moderators run a tight ship. I'm innocent, guys. If you get banned, don't be angry at me. Be angry at the moderators, okay? It was probably David. Blame David. Interesting that this PDD is so strong. All the China names are gapping and crapping. Let's go through my portfolio. This Carvana is interesting. I think this thing could double. It needs to flag a little bit more. The 20 needs to catch up. I initially bought it here. Unfortunately, I sold it like here or here, one of these 2 days, because I thought it was gonna close below the 10 day. It never did. And then I rebought a little bit today with a wide stop. It's a thin stock, so you can't do a lot of size anyways. But again, I think this thing could double. It has a lot of room. If you zoom out a little bit, these are the ones that have been working lately. The ones that kind of come off the lows. FCX I bought when it broke out of this flag. It's a little bit of a slower name, but yeah, kind of almost 20% move. Not too bad. TNA, I initially bought it when it came off the lows, and then I added last week on this day here when it bounced off the 10 day. C-Web, when I bought it on this flag break here, and I think I added one of these days here. That's why I have 2 stops. Yin also same trade. Bought off the flag break here, and then I added on this day here. Or was it on this day? I don't remember. PDD, I bought it here. Funny thing is, initially I bought it here on the EP, on the earnings, but it stopped me out. And then it went straight up. Classic. MDGL is my best EP trade in a while. I bought it 210, and it's still kind of grinding higher, building higher lows, getting tighter. And GNS I've been short since 2 days ago. I initially shorted it opening range lows on this day here, and then it went down like 45% the same day. I covered most, and then I covered the rest on Monday, then it had its squeeze, and then I started shorting 2 days ago again. But the volume is kind of dying off, and SSR is on, we'll see. I was hoping for a quicker fade. But yeah, we're starting to get some plays again. BBBY, we had a perfect parabolic type of a setup. Shorted it opening range lows on this day. We haven't had many over the past year. The last time we had a perfect mean reversion trade was here. That was mid-August. And that was ironically on BBBY also. It's been slim pickings. 2022 was the year of slim pickings. Now we're starting to see some momentum coming into the markets. Melee came off the lows. Unfortunately, I didn't buy it. I didn't have enough buying power because I was in a bunch of other things. At this EP here, and it's gonna straight up. This is like a great long-term hold type of a stock. They're just killing it in South America. Yeah, guys, if you haven't traded China stocks over the past 2 months, you are doing something wrong. There's been so many in the small cap, mid cap China names. They're all too thin for me. Like Dada, had several, like, it's perfect breakout. IQ had like a breakout here. I mean, these things are so fucking beautiful. They're all super thin. There's been so many. Tal, Edu, Godu. Well, Tal and Edu are kind of choppy, but Godu. There's been so much opportunity in the China space. Not to mention also the large caps. Baba had a nice breakout here. China is where the opportunities have been over the past few months, mostly. Lately this year we've gotten in the US too, mainly Tesla and Coin. I was on Tesla, but I got stopped out. I had it here. I had it on this day here. And then it stopped me out 2 days later and I never bought it back and it's up like 30% since. Alright, trading is so easy, guys. You will never get frustrated, I promise you. How can you see China stocks? I mean, China ADRs. China stocks that are listed in the US. You have a special like ADR watch list in TC2000, American Depository Receipts. That's where you have all these foreign stocks. And most of these are China names. Like half of these 400 are China. Yeah, Coin, man, I almost bought this thing. I passed. I saw the range break. I'm like, and I think Bitcoin started breaking out of its bottom flag too that day. And yeah, I hesitated. And here we are, 55% later. Did I take AEHR? Okay, what's the liquidity in this stock? Do you think I can trade it? It's an illiquid small cap stock. No, I didn't take it because I can't trade it. Those of you who have small accounts, which is pretty much all of you, this is what I call small account edge. You have probably 10 times more trading opportunities than I have. Just look at the China names. Dada, IQ, Huya, BC, like the ones that had big runs. Many had like perfect breakouts on their way up. Like, I can't trade any of these. I can trade Baba, which are, by the way, missed. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I can trade these ETFs, right? The China ETFs. That's it. PDD I can trade. That's a liquid one. And Beely I tried some today, opening range highs, but it stopped me out. Why I can't trade them? Guys, please get rid of this guy. Oh my god. Have you followed the instruction on the screen? Why can't I trade small illiquid stocks? First answer that gets it right gets 10 million from me. DM me, you'll get 10 million Zimbabwean dollars from me. Wait, I have to double check. How much is that? Zimbabwe dollars to USD. Oh, that's actually 27,000. Okay, I take it back. You're not gonna get 27,000 USD from me. I thought it was gonna be like 20 bucks or something, but I was wrong. Zimbabwe dollar is stronger than I thought. How did you get stopped out of SI since 16th of November 2022? 16th of November 2022. Was I shorted? I must have been shorted, right? Had I SI here? I don't remember. Yeah, I think I shorted it somewhere here. I thought it was gonna go to like $5, but it only went to 11. Oh well. I think I kind of got scared out of it here when it started perking higher, but it kind of never violated the 10-day moving average until this day here. Yeah, sometimes I kind of shake myself out of stocks. Do you have your account in dollars or in Swedish crowns? In dollars, of course. Dude, do you know how much it costs to exchange? If you would do a currency exchange every time you make a trade, that's insane. Don't do that, guys. Do not trade a market in your own currency. Don't do that. Just don't. Well, I don't need to hedge against the USD. Guys, if you have your money in USD, you kind of don't need to hedge it. It's one of the best currencies. There's like 5 other currencies that are better than USD. The rest of the currencies are like pesetas in comparison. They're just all losing value against the USD, including the Swedish krona. It's the Swedish peseta. It's useless. My boat is on the... They're showing... Ferretti Group is showing my boat on the Düsseldorf boat show. It was kind of nice to see it. It was like new again. They had polished it and fixed it up. Not bad. I'm getting a new boat 2 years in a row. Do I rent it out? Nope, absolutely not. At what account size would you recommend moving to more liquid stocks when you're starting to experience a lot of slippage and you won't get fills at the prices you want to? That's usually a good sign. All right, things are really slowing down now. Thanks for joining, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow.